Hello everyone, I'm Priscilla and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Today I want to have a conversation with you about spiritual self-care. Spiritual self-care. Spiritual self-care. What is that? Spiritual self-care is being mindful of who you are as a spiritual being. We spend so much time focusing on our bodies, our emotions, our minds, and we really do not explore ourselves as a spiritual being. So spiritual self-care is just acknowledging who you are as spirit. It is taking time consistently and reflecting on aspects of you as a spiritual entity, as a spiritual being having a human experience in this earth. Now, most often people think that 45 minutes in church every Sunday constitute aspects of the spiritual care, and that is the end of it. But actually, you should be doing something every day to acknowledge who you are as a spiritual being. You should be spending time with your spirit, not just the physical body, not just your emotional body, not just your mental, but also who you are as a spirit, be it devotions in the morning, some type of yoga, some type of connecting with nature, anything that acknowledges you as a spiritual being. Now, going forward, there are several things, particularly if you are new to your path, and whatever that path may be. If you are new to spiritual growth, if you want to grow in your walk, on your path, in your journey, if you want to be consciously aware of who you are as spirit, there are several things that you should probably do. I'll put the link to my blog beneath this video, and you can start from there. That doesn't entail everything that's involved with a spiritual self-care practice or a spiritual self-care routine, but it is something to get you on your way. The first thing you should probably do is to start meditating. Now, one of the things that happens with meditation is so difficult, especially with the mind, because our bodies and our minds are not accustomed to being still. We live in such a fast-paced, right now society that our bodies and our minds are not accustomed to being still, and when we try to make it be still, it rebels. So get into a meditative practice, and as I continue with these videos, I will give examples and solutions and something to get past the monkey mind, or sitting there and thinking about everything else you have to do. The next thing you may want to consider is find yourself a sacred space. Find yourself someplace that's yours. It could be any, and make it a dedicated space. Maybe you don't have a dedicated space. Maybe you only have a dedicated time. Maybe this is a way to kind of force you to. You may have to get up early during the angelic hours and spend your sacred time there if you don't have the option of having a dedicated space. But if you do have the option of having a dedicated space, set aside that space for your meditation time, for your devotion time, whatever it is that you need to grow in your spirit in, and make the time that you spend there consistent. Make it consistent, and make it, if you're going to do it at 5 in the morning, make it every day at 5 in the morning. If you're going to do it at 9 in the morning, make it every day at 9 in the morning. What happens when you do that? You raise the vibration in that space, and it's kind of like an appointment. I liken it to that I have an appointment with spirit. I have an appointment with God that I can't miss. That's time I cannot miss. So, and when that happens, what happens is you raise the vibration in that place. You kind of, whatever path you're on, but you kind of have your spirit team. You kind of have the angelic. You kind of have the great cloud of witness hanging out with you as you meditate, as you devote your time to spirit, whatever that may be. Light your candle. Going forward, we're going to do some sessions on what that looks like. Another aspect of another practice that you may want to put into your spiritual self-care routine is get yourself an altar. An altar, yes, an altar. ALTAR. You want to get your candles. You want to get. You want to set up a place in your sacred place, or even in out in plain sight. It's not limited to your sacred space. Your altar isn't, but you want to sit on your altar, a plant, but whatever path that you follow, whatever journey you're on, something that represents that. You want to set things that represents what you're doing in this incarnation. That's important to you. Your career, what are you manifesting? What are you doing? And we will explore that further as we continue. What else do you want in your sacred space as part of your spiritual self-care routine? The foundation that you want to place. The first thing you want to do also, you want to consider whatever space you set aside, you want to cleanse it. You want to cleanse that space, and you want to clear it of any type of negative energy or any type of limited mindset that you may even be operating in, because you are creating something new as you move forward. And again, as we move forward in these spiritual care practices and routine, we will be discussing ways to clear your space. A lot of you that have been drawn to this video already know, but we're going to discuss some of those things going forward. And I think for the gist of it, that's like 3 or 4 things that can help you get started. As we continue and go forward, we will discuss more things on how to facilitate and set up a spiritual self-care practice and routine. For my group that I have, which is the Mystic Alchemist on Facebook, our self-care day is Friday. In our not Friday, my apologies, is Saturday. And our reset day is Sunday. So if you are happening on this video and you would like to join us, please do. I'll put the link in the bio, well, beneath in the comments. So thank you for watching. I will chat and see you soon. Bye-bye. Have a blessed day.